Hello everyone, this is Roxas from the 59. Welcome back to Pokemon HeartGold. Last time, Zubatman evolved into Crobatman, and in this episode, we're gonna evolve Crobatman into Crobatman. Yes, off screen, I ended up leveling up my Pokemon because I wanted to get them ready for the next gym. Well, it turns out that Crobatman, the moment he went one level up, he was already gonna evolve into a Crobat, which means I already have max friendship with my lovely Crobatman. So, since I didn't want to level him up off screen to evolve off screen, I decided, why don't we show that off right now? So, prepare, ladies and gentlemen, for the mighty Crobatman. That being said, I did level up one friend off screen, and that was Fluffy. So Fluffy is now a furret. But Fluffy's not going to be a mainstay on the team, except for HM slaving. Crobatman, on the other hand, will be a major tank for a long time. Now, the reason why I evolved my Crobat into a Crobat this early is because, unlike most other evolutions, Crobat and Crobat share the same moveset, despite the levels. But let's look at the stat jump, shall we? Yeah, that's a pretty good stat jump, to say the least. And this is where I realized, wait a minute, my Crobat's gonna have low speed? Well, that sucks. But we've got Artemis, we've got Woody, we've got Banshee, who, there's a story behind that one, Nova, and Annabelle. Now, Banshee I ended up raising from when I caught a lovely Ghastly back off screen back when I was in Violet City. And what I needed to do was I was thinking, well, since the Aquatic City gym is a ghost type, why don't I get a ghost type in order to deal with them? Well, what I ended up doing was I ended up doing a stream one night where I was just leveling up Banshee consistently until she was level 20. Well, that was kind of a waste of time, as we're going to be seeing in the next episode, because Banshee is going to be boxed very soon after the gym, and you're going to see why. But before we can do that, we can go to the dance theater and check out some stuff. Or, more importantly, we can go around town looking at things. So, yes, I am. Well, sure, treasure hunting's fun. And we get the Dowsing Machine. The Dowsing Machine allows you to find hidden items that are invisible to the naked eye. It will beep more violently the closer you are to the item and will notify you when you're standing right on top of it. I'm not going to be using the Dowsing Machine because I don't really use it. But look, it's Joey! No, you aren't, Joey, because a Caterpie is very easy to catch. It has a catch rate of 255, I think. But this is the Aquatic City gym leader with the leader Morty. I just called the gym leader. Oh, that's not good for Olivine City. Pretty sure that's going to be a plot point later on. But let's go inside house to house and talk to people, because you never know when things will go good. Interesting. You know, just because a Pokemon's big doesn't mean it's powerful. Case in point, Wailord. Then again, Wailord, it can be kind of powerful. This is the Aquatic City Dance Theater. You can go inside there for something in a bit. Looks like that might be something we're going to be taking care of soon as well. If we go west, we'll go to Olivine City. Interesting. Well, that's normally where you should be going next, but we're actually not going to be going to Olivine City's area next. We're actually going to be going to the right, east, towards Mahogany Town, after we deal with everything here. But we have the Burn Tower and we have the Bell Tower. There's a story behind the two of them, which this game will explain since we are playing HeartGold version. But there's the Pokémon Mart, and that's pretty much everyone inside of Aquatic City So why don't we go inside the Pokemart? See if we can buy anything. Spent a good 5 minutes dealing with that. We need more Pokeballs. Because Sudowoodo wanted so many Pokeballs. I can't wait until I get the amulet coin, because then all the money will just flow in for me. Alright. So, if we go inside the gym, we'll see an old man here. Oh, okay. It's not like I wanted to fight the gym or anything. Well, I guess we better head off to the burned tower then, or as I like to call it, Rattata Central. Seriously, I hate this place because during my time in the burned tower, my encounter rate was nothing but Rattatas. Okay, who are you and who are those creatures down there? Pokemon named Suicune. Alright. So, I can't go anywhere except around you, and who are you? Ah, you're Ecruteak City's gym leader, talking to Eusine about the legendary Pokemon, Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. One of those Pokemon I love, one of those Pokemon I hate, and one of those Pokemon I'm indifferent to. But looky who's here! Well, I don't really need legendary Pokemon to make myself look strong. I kind of already am strong. But it's time we battle against Silver. Oh, Silver, you never learn, do ya? So, are you gonna send out a Ghastly? Why, I have one of those. She's the same level as yours. Astonishing, isn't it? I love Astonish's animation inside Pokemon Sun and Moon. It's so hilarious. Alright. Magnemite, huh? Well, we better send out Nova because that's part steel type now. If it was pure electric, we'd be in trouble. Alright, so Magnemite. Let us Ember it, because I don't want to get static. There we go. That deals with a Magnemite. That Magnemite, no, still shouldn't be a Magneton yet. But Nova is now level 21. Ah, Croconaw, huh? Well, guess what? I've got the perfect Pokemon to deal with that. Go, Annabelle, use the power of your magnet. Let's see if we outspeed it. We don't outspeed it, and it knows Ice Fang, which just critted. This is dangerous. Well, I didn't even crit you. Well, this is very bad. Bye, Annabelle. Okay, Annabelle clung for dear life. Good, Annabelle, good. There's a reason why I still use you. So, that deals with that. Come on. Yeah, Annabelle's now level 21 as well. Don't worry, Annabelle's gonna be catching up in levels off screen a lot of the time. A Zubat! Only I could have had one of those. I could show it what it could become. Or, I could show it the error of its ways with Woody. Go, Woody! Even though you're not made of wood, you're made of rock. Pretty sure you'll do just fine. Also, Sudowoodo's back sprite is darker for some odd reason than Sudowoodo's actual color scheme. And great, the move with a 55% accuracy. Well, are we screwed? No, we're not. Good job, Woody. You made up for your last battle. So, super effective. Goodbye. And Woody gains a few levels. So, there we go. Sure. Sure. Pretty sure I'm gonna catch the legendary Pokemon off screen. Yes, I already talked to you about this. But what type of Pokemon can we find inside of the Burn Tower? Well, for one, we can find Rattatas everywhere, which is what I just cut out. But more importantly, there is one new Pokemon that we can find inside the tower that we will be seeing a lot of later on. And that Pokemon is Coughing! Coughing is a poison-type Pokemon with pretty good defenses, not the best attack stat in the world, but still gets the job done. It evolves at level 35 into Wheezing, which isn't very good for its health. Wheezing has pretty amazing defenses, but you'll mostly get accustomed to Coughing and Wheezing because they tend to learn self-destruct and love to use it. That's why they're the bane of a Nuzlocke, to say the least. Explosion is worse than self-destruct, but I believe the Coughing line can actually learn both, even though it's a normal type attack. And what's even more annoying is, since they're poison, you'd think, oh, I'll just hit them with a ground type attack, that'll be easy. Coughing and Wheezing have the ability known as Levitate, which makes them immune to ground attacks. So, yeah, they don't really have much of a weakness. You just have to keep doing that, and great! My accuracy! Crobatman needs his accuracy. Crobatman also needs to get his name changed to Crobatman. Seriously, I just changed its name last time. Now I have to change it again. I didn't expect my Golbat to automatically evolve into a Crobat this early on. But then again, I did get that Zubat back when it was level 2. So if it didn't have full friendship, something would be wrong. But we got a little puppers here. Let's attack the puppers. Let's try to attack the puppers. Oh no, it's leering at me angrily. My defense. Haha! I have outsmarted you. No. This is gonna hurt if it knows a physical fire move, so that would pretty much just be Flame Wheel at this point in this generation. Alright. And Crobatman. Crobatman is now level 25. This is where I started realizing, you know, Crobatman knows quite a few moves that can deal with ghost-type Pokemon. It might be beneficial if I just use Crobatman for the gym. But go right here and you can find yourself an antidote. Good if those coughings poison you. But let us battle this fire breather. You know, fire breathers in the Burn Tower. That seemed like kind of a bad thing. Kind of leads to some questions about arson. A Charmeleon? Why, you must be from Kanto. Because we can't find those around here. I'm gonna wing attack it. And kill it in one hit. Haha! Take that. Alright, so Fire Breather Richard. Alright, so that deals with all the trainers inside the Burn Tower, so why don't we head on downstairs and see these legendary Pokemon up close. Huh. The order that I talked about earlier. The one I like, the one I don't like, and the one I'm indifferent to. Suicune really wasn't that fast. Very well, we will see Ucine later on. But we are done with the Burn Tower, and since we are now done with the Burn Tower, why don't we head on out of here? Getting away from a bunch of Rattata. Stupid Rattatas. And we can go to the gym now. But first, let us listen about this tale of the Burn Tower. Interesting. That was actually explored in a Pokemon Generations episode, which was rather interesting to say the least. Okay, so we can headbutt this tree. Don't really need to. But we need to go and heal up real quick because Annabelle's kind of hurting, even though she's not going to be using the gym. We're not fighting the gym in this part, by the way, because we are going back to Goldenrod. And no, I didn't cut it out because this time we're actually going to be going through an area I skipped the last 2 episodes. And originally I wanted to save this area for, you know, when I do post-game stuff, because this is really something you can do post-game. But I guess we'll be heading there just right now. And there are 2 parts to it, so part of it I could still show post-game, even though I don't really care about it. And that's the Pokeathlon, which I talked about in the last part when I ended up bioing Eevee when it came to getting the evolutionary stones. But I'm not going to do the Pokeathlon until post-game, if I even do it at all. I don't like the Pokeathlon. Really messes up your DS screen. Like Poffins in Gen 4 for Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Those things scratch up your screen something fierce. But I end up deciding, okay, let's go down. Wait, I don't have Fluffy with me. Well, this is bad. Better head off now to the National Park. Well, we actually have quite a few Pokemon we can bio. Quite a few. But first, we must challenge the Psychic Mart with his Abra. Go Batman. This is kind of a bad matchup, but all this Abra is gonna know is, you know, teleport. So I'm not scared. Now we've got another Abra. Still only gonna know teleport. So astonishing. There we go. And Kadabura. Okay, this one could actually be kind of bad because it can know Confusion, which can kill Crobatman. Good thing Kadabra and the Abra line in general are glass cannons. And Golbat is, well, Crobat. See, I keep seeing Golbatman and I keep on wanting to say Golbat, but I clearly am a Crobat. Anyway, Crobatman has an amazing attack stat, and he's gonna be my Maverick for a lot of this game. So, we got a blue Apricorn, and let us now head on into the National Park, where we have different Pokemon, such as, at first, the ever so useless Sunkern. Sunkern is a grass-type Pokemon that evolves with a Sunstone with a base 30 in all of its stats. Sunkerns are terrible. You would never run a Sunkern unless you were to evolve it with a Sunstone into Sunflora. Sunflora gets a massive jump in stats, especially for its special attack stat. And its grass typing make things such as Solar Beam pretty good. It also generally has pretty good defenses when it evolves. Now, these next Pokemon are available only on certain days during the bug catching contest, and they are Venonat, which is a bug poison type Pokemon, which has a chance of showing up inside the National Park. It evolves at level 31 and will turn into a pretty decent Pokemon known as Venomoth, which gains quite a good special attack stat. Venomoth, still keeping its bug poison type despite the fact that it flies, is kind of an interesting Pokemon. Don't really use it too much. Another Pokemon you can find is Pincer, a pure bug type Pokemon with an amazing attack stat and a pretty good defense stat to boot. No evolution until Gen 6, in which it would gain a Mega Evolution. But we also have Scyther, the bug flying type Pokemon, which also has an amazing attack stat, decent defenses, and in Gen 2 was given an evolution once traded with a metal coat, much like Onix, turning it into the powerful Scizor. Scizor is a bug steel type Pokemon that loses its speed that it had with Scyther, but gains a massive attack stat boost. At the same time, in Gen 6, it was given a Mega Evolution, making Scizor a much sought after Pokemon, and the bane of the GTS. for all generations. Because people want ridiculous things for Scizors, and then the only people who want Scizor are also people who want a Scizor. Since, you know, you have to trade it in order to be able to get Scizor in the first place. You can't catch them in the wild, which kind of sucks. Well, except for the Pal Park functionality, which is something that I'll get more into. Well, I guess I can get into Pal Park now. For those that don't know, in the past, it was that you couldn't trade up Pokemon from your Game Boy Color Gen 2 games to the Generation 3 games, which were on the Game Boy Advance. Well, this was mitigated inside of Gen 4 with the introduction of the Pal Park, which allows you to trade up Gen 3 Pokemon from the Gen 3 cartridges onto the DS. Problem with that is their capture rate also applies, and if you're trading up legendaries, good luck catching them because they have that low capture rate. It's one of the horrible things about that. Anyway, you can also find Metapods inside here. This is also during the bug catching contest, is the only time in which you can find a Weedle, Kakuna, and a Beedrill inside of HeartGold. So, bug catching contest, pretty good. When is the bug catching contest? Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I believe, is when it's every other day, with Sunday taking a break. What do you get for doing the bug catching contest? If you are the winner with the biggest bug type Pokemon and the not really most powerful, but just basically the biggest one, you can get a Sunstone, which can be used to evolve a Sunkern into a Sunflora, or a Gloom into a Blossom. Which really, now that I think about it, those are the only two uses of a Sunstone. Definitely a very useless stone. Then again, we have the new Ice Stone, so I don't know how well that is. So, Wing Attack on the Oddish. Takes care of that. Alright, and now we got a Voltorb. So we are going to get Crobatman out of there. Why don't we use Banshee? Banshee needs to pull her weight. Figuratively speaking, of course, she is a ghost and an ethereal being, so she really can't pull anything. But we can go into the theory that, oh look, a Pokeball with eyeballs. That looks a lot like the eyes that a Ghastly has. What if it's just a Ghastly possessing a Pokeball? Never mind the fact that I think it can breed. I think you can breed them because I think you can breed Electrodes. Even though they don't have a gender, I think it's one of those unknown categories. I could be wrong, though. I don't remember if you can. Because I know you can breed Magnemites. Which is weird all of its own. Breeding a living magnet. But, there we go. That takes care of Voltorb. Banshee kind of pulling her weight. It's at this point I realize, okay, Banshee, maybe we didn't raise you well enough to the point to where Crobatman, you're going to be taking the next gym. Especially because Crobatman has such a level lead over everyone. And that lead's only going to get bigger, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one Pokemon that's going to beat out Crobatman in terms of levels in the late game. Once we get to, like, the last gym. And that's because I need to raise up this Pokemon that's on our team. But we got a Snabble. Snabble. There goes my attack stat. Bite it. Make it flinch. Yay, we flinched it. Bite it again. And that takes care of Snabble. This level gap is only getting larger. Alright. So, let's trade numbers, sure. Always good to get people who I can end up talking to and eventually battle again when they get higher levels. Snubbles are not cute. I'm gonna say that now. But we have Cameron the photographer, so why don't we take our picture? And here is pretty much what's going to be our main team for a while, minus Banshee. Banshee, as I mentioned before, is getting boxed in the next episode. She's getting retired as soon as she started. But that's enough for spending time in the national park. We fought all the trainers. We've bioed all the Pokemon that are inside the national park that we can get. So let's head back to Goldenrod City and get ourselves some stuff. Talk to this guy right here. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Okay, I was right. It is every single day. And also, yes, I should mention that it's the last bug you catch in the bug catching contest that you get to keep. But the Pokeathlon Dome is over this way. We're not going to be bothering with the Pokeathlon Dome until later post-game, probably just to show it off. And look, I remembered I finally have a bike. How long did it take me to remember that? Seriously, the running shoes kind of make the bike useless to me. I mean, yeah, it's faster, but oh well. But Goldenrod City, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We just keep on coming back to this city. Hello, Name Raider. I'd like to change this name that I just changed in the last episode. So come, Crobatman, time to assume your true role, Crobatman. And yes, if this was a woman, I would name her Crobat Woman. In fact, I did do that in Gen 7. Because I was going to start running another Crobat again, but then I realized I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably run something new. So, Crobatman. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, we're going to be taking on the Ecruteak City Gym and moving along towards Mahogany Town.